What's new in Day 7 of Spring Break 2018? The event finds itself coming to a close a bit earlier than those prior, but has granted us a new, free, loud-only lock heist before its conclusion. Massive spoilers for the storyline of Payday 2. I would like to say you can skip ahead to a certain time to avoid spoilers, but honestly, this event focuses too heavily on the lore and plot to avoid addressing it. If you don't want to be spoiled, you'll want to stop watching here. Henry's Rock, a top-secret murky water facility that makes Area 51 look like an appetizer. Far bigger, grander, and more secure than beneath the mountain, Duke has come to the conclusion that the two sisters of the gilded box we stole on breaking feds must be being kept at Henry's Rock. This includes the one we stole for the dentist back in Golden Grin Casino. We still don't know what the box we have is, let alone what the other two are. However, what we do know is Kataru and Murky Water are both very intent on having all three boxes, so we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen. This place is so secure that lock can only get you inside via the classic mail-order clown strat a la Hotline Miami Day 2, and even then, upon jumping out and gunning down the Murky Water, he has no idea what to expect. You'll be trapped inside of an airlock of sorts, and the only way to get out is to hack two security boxes on opposing walls. Watch yourself though, as cops will spawn from walkways and corridors in all directions, and there are civilians aplenty to get in the way of your line of fire. After being swamped with a frankly absurd amount of murky cops and bulldozers, the door will open and you can proceed into the main facility. The first thing you may notice is this place is huge! There are 4 more doors surrounding you, and behind 2 of them will be the boxes you're after. Strewn about are many locked containers filled with artifacts, the lightweight kind, don't worry. A crowbar will be lying around somewhere nearby to pry them open with. Hack the mainframe to locate the boxes, but whatever you do, don't press the big red button. It'll rain tear gas and a stupid amount of ceiling-mounted turrets down upon you, but if you can fight back and complete the heist, you'll get an achievement. The button can't be pressed after the mainframe hack is started, and after said hack completes, one of the 4 doors will open. Here is where the heist will change depending on RNG. The 4 rooms you can potentially enter are as follows: a computer lab where you'll search through databases to find where the box is located in storage. Then you'll head back out to the main room and use a crane to grab the box, bring it within reach, and secure it. Next up, a biology lab full of dangerous chemicals. The box is behind a secure gate, and we don't have any kind of kit to open it with, so scour cabinets for ingredients to create a volatile compound. A whiteboard has a warning for the scientists, telling them that no matter what they do, do not combine these 3 chemicals together in this order. So combine those 3 chemicals together in that order. Make sure that the cops don't come over and bust your beakers, or you'll have to start again. After you've made a corrosive, explosive brew, slather it on the gate to melt the locks off. Head inside to secure the box. The third potential room is a weapons testing facility, and the box is in a secure archives room with a massive gate standing in your way. Have fun with a deadly laser. You'll aim the weapon at the locks on the gate, power it up with 3 massive batteries strewn throughout the room, wait for it to charge while defending the controls from the SWAT, and when the time is right, fire. This laser is absurd, blowing a hole clean through the lock and instantly downing any heister unfortunate or idiotic enough to be in its path. You'll need to re-aim the laser at the lower lock and swap out the spent batteries for fresh ones. Then charge the laser again. This is honestly very tedious, and combined with the lack of cover, makes this room my least favorite of the bunch. Regardless, firing a death ray is pretty satisfying, and after both locks are busted, head inside the archives room, use a crowbar, and secure the box. The fourth and final room you may encounter is an archaeology research facility. Another gate stands between you and the box, but thankfully this can simply be drilled open this time around. While the drill is going though, there's an artifact or 2 you can snag, and lots of research papers to scour through. Search every paper you can find on desks and crates. You're looking for pictures of various strange symbols, accompanied by sticky notes marked with tallies. All of this is for when the drill is finished, as the box isn't so easily attained this time around. It's inside of a curious ornate casing, atop decorated by the very same symbols you had been looking for earlier. You need to press 3 buttons in the correct order, the order being the number of tallies. Straightforward enough. Once opened, you'll secure the box. However, there's more to it. Around the edges of the box are 3 more less obvious buttons. Pressing the symbols corresponding to the boxes that we have found in the past in the order we had found them reveals a secret. Pyramid, circle, and diamond. I know these things have proper names, but I'm in a rush. Doing this correctly will unveil ancient looking versions of the original Payday crew's masks. That's creepy, but hey, you'd do anything for an achievement, wouldn't you? Regardless, whichever room you explore will grant you a box. This is meant to be taken to a conveyor belt in the main hall. But we came here for 2 boxes, didn't we? You'll have to head back to the mainframe and hack it again to open a second door, which will lead you to another one of the rooms I went over. After both boxes and any artifacts you value are attained, work your way back to where you spawned. You're almost in the clear. Almost. In this hallway is a room. Inside this room is a man with a monitor, and displayed on that monitor is what appears to be, by all accounts, Bane, alive and unwell, being held hostage by the dentist. I mean, that is the dentist, isn't it? Same body shape, outfit, glasses, and the box that we stole for him all the way back was in this facility. That's not even the craziest bit. Judging by his appearance and info garnered by no clipping into the room, the man in the room staring at you is Kento. Okay, so Bane is alive, being held hostage by the dentist, and Kento works for Murky Water. Am I understanding all that correctly? Well, alright, we'll touch on that in a moment, but for now there's a heist to finish. You'll be outside now, but Bile can't fly you out of there until you take care of 2 turrets that would gun him down. You'll have 2 security boxes you'll have to hack to disable them. Best of luck though, as you have no cover, absurd cop spawns, and again, 2 turrets shooting at you. Although as of currently, you can bypass the hack by simply shooting at the turrets like twice. This is probably a glitch if I had to guess. Well, no matter how you do it, once the turrets are offline, strike a flare. Bile will fly in, awaiting the 2 boxes and any artifacts you found. Then you'll fly off and escape. Okay, that was a lot to take in, so let's address gameplay before the story though, shall we? The overall scale, visual design, and dynamic variation of this heist are fantastic in my opinion. It reminds me a lot of the questionable ethics chapter in Half-Life 1, particularly the death laser, and having plenty of bonus artifacts with a conveyor belt to ease the burden of transport makes looting pretty enjoyable. My biggest issues are those that plague many loud heists in Payday 2, a lack of cover and an overabundance of cop spawns. Not a second goes by in this heist without taking damage. Best of luck finding cover when walkways and balconies stretch above and around you in all directions. The ending in particular is effectively vomiting bullets at you via turrets and snipers, desperately trying to feign difficulty when in reality only practicing tedium. Regardless, that problem is hardly exclusive to this heist, and I had fun in all my playthroughs, for sure. Other than the heist, the storyline game mode has been updated. Now, every heist, aside from the weird event ones, are included chronologically, all the way up to and including Henry's Rock. I'll admit I've barely touched the story mode feature since its release, so sorry that I can't really showcase this properly. Still, I'm more incentivized to go through and beat every heist in order now, so that's good. Akimbo weapons were split up into their own categories for pistols, SMGs, and shotguns in the weapon buy screen. The Bronco, Madiver, and Judge Akimbo variants no longer benefit from magazine expansions, and that's just about everything. I'll go over my conclusions on the event as a whole just after the break. Welcome back. So, what did I think of this event overall? Well, from a story perspective, this event honestly can't be beat. The whole Skeptic Guy 96 ARG was a cute, albeit at times annoying, way of teasing upcoming content and plot developments. Breaking Feds gave us Commissioner Garrett as an actual in-game character, and Henry's Rock was a Mack truck of plot twists. I'm still trying to figure out how and why Kento ties into Murky Water, or what Kataru's role in this is, or why the dentist has Bane kidnapped, or what the hell those boxes are. If you're a fan of the lore, Spring Break 2018 was outstanding. However, if you simply aren't interested in the plot at all, well, this event was lackluster to say the least. 2 single-day heists, 1 loud and 1 stealth. A new weapon, akimbo versions of weapons we already had, night vision, a torch, cosmetics, and that's it. It's simply not a lot of content. However, I will admit that if this was the amount of content slated for release, shortening the event to 7 days was a smart choice. We had an entire content day full of cosmetics with no gameplay additions, so things were already being stretched pretty thin as it was. So if you like Payday 2's story, this event was a smash hit. If you hate Payday 2's story, this event was a failure. If you are indifferent to the story, as in you're happy to see the game have a plot but won't go out of your way to research it, this event ranged from average to good. Much of the story development happened outside of the game itself in an ARG, and many players just aren't going to go out of their way to find it and read up on it. event, even if they are interested in the plot. Thus, if you enjoy the plot twists but didn't really bother to keep tabs on the Secret is Really Real site or the FBI files, your opinion of this event will likely come down to how much you like the heists. My personal takeaway is that this has been the weakest event we've ever had in terms of gameplay, but the strongest one by far in terms of story. I think, and people will probably disagree with me on this, if this event added Joy, the timed exclusive character from the Switch version, it would have been far better. Regardless of how you feel about her character, a new perk deck and more weapons to play around with would have gone a long way to satisfying everybody. Regardless, considering everything is free and the plot twists have piqued my interests, I'd say I'm happy. Not overly excited, not disappointed, simply happy. That'll be it from me. My name is Connor Shaw. Thank you all so very much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and take it easy.